Our problem says to solve for the indicated variable. The equation we have is S equal 2LW plus 2LH plus 2HW, and we're solving for L. If you happen to recognize this equation, this is the equation for the surface area of a rectangular box. So twice the length times width plus twice the length times height plus twice the height times width. Okay, but what we're after is to solve this equation for L, which means we need to get L on one side of the equation all by itself. The other side of the equation can have numbers and other variables, but the other side cannot have the variable L. Okay, so now when I look at this equation, the first thing I notice is I have an L and an L both on the same side already, and then I have this quantity which does not have any L's in it. So I'm going to subtract this term to the other side, S minus a 2HW. Okay, so now I have the L's on one side, and every term on this side has an L. Oops, looks like I made a typo. This is supposed to be an H. The issue is that I have L written physically 2 times, and I have to get the L written only once. So what I need to do now is to factor out the L. So this side is still going to be S minus 2HW. Here, when I factor out an L, I'm left with 2W plus 2H. Now you may notice and be asking yourself, well, why not factor out the 2? You can if you want to. Answer is going to look a little bit different, but it's going to be a valid answer. But the critical thing that I'm after is I'm trying to solve for L. So I need to get L written one time. So I factored out the L. Okay, so then the last step is I'm going to divide both sides by the quantity 2W plus 2H. Okay, now watch the canceling. In the numerator I have a subtraction, and the denominator I have an addition. So that means unless I'm able to factor and cancel a like factor from a numerator and denominator, I can't cancel anything unless these quantities are identical. Anything joined by a subtraction or addition is holding hands. It either all gets canceled or none of it get canceled. Now, as I kind of noticed up here where I could have factored out a 2, I could rewrite that denominator as 2 times the quantity W plus H. That's certainly valid. But even though I was able to factor, I can't factor anything out of the numerator, and I don't have any like factors, so nothing's going to simplify or cancel. Can't cancel that 2 because I can't factor it out of the numerator. So either form here, this form or this form, is considered correct and it is considered simplified, just a matter of preference on which form you would like.